And we are back, folks, here on the Michigan Insider Live at Travis Point, the site of Golf on Main, an outstanding event benefiting the Charles Woodson Clinical Research Fund. And a follow-up to the event on Main last night, the number I heard that Charles gave to the people when he took the stage was $1.5 million. And so you can expect that it will be even more today. And joining us, a participant in today's golf outing, a quarterback at the University of Michigan, a baller in the spring game, Davis Warren. Davis, how you doing?
I'm great. Thanks for having me.
Man, it's so good to see you. It's so good to see you, thriving in the position battle like we see you thriving. We feel personally invested because I remember you came to the studio.
I remember that.
Yeah, that was really, really cool to see. Before we talk about that, though, talk about participating in this event and why it's so important to you.
I just think, giving back and using our platform. And I think for me personally with my story, and I know what my why is. Like I know what it is. It's kids who I meet in the hospital. It's making a difference in those communities. And like every time I go visit kids or participate in events like that, like this, it's just a really special thing to be able to give back and not only put smiles on kids' faces when you're in the hospital, but also raising money to put an end to cancer, and especially in children. And that's something that's very near and dear to my heart. And Charles feels that same way. And I've just even last night talking to people from Mott and doctors and who have researchers, all these people talking about, hey, like this really does make a difference. And it jumpstarts things that change kids' lives and change people's lives. And it's just a special thing to be a part of, to give back. And I'm just happy to be here.
Yeah, absolutely. I know you walk around and you're an inspiration to kids, but then I see you look at Brandon Graham and you're like, hey, man, that kind of fires you up as a Philly fan, right?
Yeah, I'm a huge Birds fan. My dad's from Philly, so seeing Brandon and, obviously 2017, the strip sack on Tom Brady, he's a legend, living legend. And, we got to go get one more this year. So I'm sure you were talking to him about that. I can't believe he's still playing. But
15 years in the league.
It's crazy.
And still out there balling. But speaking of balling, man, I mean, there were a lot of storylines in the spring game, Davis. But I don't think that I'm being too forward or, just considering present company when I say I think you were the biggest story in the spring game with your performance. So the question is, was that a follow-up on what you had been doing, or was that kind of the best you had played? How would you quantify it?
I think we talk about it all the time in the room, like it's whatever day it is, we're going to have the best day of the year, whether it's a Monday, whether it's a Wednesday, whether it's a Saturday in the big house, whatever it is. It's Coach Campbell stressed that, like, this is going to be our best Tuesday of the year, whatever it is, or best Saturday of the year. And so I feel like I pride myself on consistency and going out there every single practice and earning the respect of the guys. I think that was a big goal of mine this spring, is like earn the guys' respect, have them be able to trust me when we go out on that field, because that's a huge part of playing quarterback, is like you're leading this offense, you're leading this team. And I just tried to show that each and every day, and the spring game I think was a good example of that, and just something that we just pride ourselves on as quarterbacks and want to keep rolling as we kind of get into the fall.
The coaches say it's a competition, and I know you guys know it's a competition, but perception-wise, people don't really know until they see it. And I think we were able to see it's a real competition. Now, what I would ask you is, what's different about you? Is it just more reps? Because your arm strength is the same. Seems like they were talking last year about how well you knew the offense. I don't know if that can be better. What's different about you in this as you head into this?
Yeah, I think just reps, more reps, and getting those reps with the ones against the first defense was huge. I mean, that defense is stout, and going against them every day. I remember Coach Harbaugh, he came up to me at the pro day and was like, hey, as long as you guys hang with them in the spring, you guys will be just fine. And that's something that I've kind of taken, and did we win every play against the defense? No, but we won our fair share, and it was every single day we knew we were going out there like we had to put our A game out there, because they were bringing their A game every single day. So I think that's something that's been a theme of my career at Michigan, and it's just going to keep being the case of like those practice reps in the spring, in the fall, and then on Tuesdays there's really a day where we have good amount of like good on good in the season of like guys talk. Those are harder than the games. That's their hardest part of the week. So keep that thing going, and it's clearly worked. We know what the blueprint is, and we're just going to keep it going.
So I don't know if this was different, but this is my perception watching you. I can't remember completions. Maybe you had 6 or 7 completions, but 4 or 5 of them was with pressure in your face. Yeah. I mean, that looked like, okay, this is a step for for Davis,
Yeah,
where
huge.
pressure in his face, he's still making plays.
Huge.
How about that?
Huge. Yeah, I think, and I think that goes back to the defense. Like whether it was Mack, whether it was Minter, whether it was Coach Wink now, like they're willing to bring pressure and they're willing to show different looks to us, and they present a variety of things in practice that we need to be prepared for, and that's something that I've gotten used to, and we do a great job. Our line does a great job giving me time and like protecting what we can. Sometimes they bring more than we have blocking, but that means we got an extra guy on the route, so that's when we really got to take advantage of those opportunities and make our defense pay, but really make other teams pay for trying to bring pressure and do different things because, when we're going to throw the ball, we want to be efficient, and, the blitz is a great opportunity for us to, take advantage of numbers.
Last one for you so you can get out there on the course, Davis. Alex talked about you after the spring game, and he said, yeah, it's a competition, but one of the things that we feel is different about us is the quarterback room is a true family. Like, we're over each other's houses. We're going out to dinner. And he said Davis, he stresses how important that is because it wasn't like that when he got here.
No, 100%.
And it's totally different now. So can you speak to that?
Yeah, Alex, Jaden, Jack. We got a lot of the same names in there. But we're just such a tight group. And, like, we all feed off each other, and we're all trying to push each other, make each other better. And it's like, whether it's a small thing of just being like, hey, good ball there, when it was a good ball. And, like, that's – that was a rip. Like, way to cut it loose. Like, when someone eats, like, everyone eats. And then off the field, like, we're all really close, and Coach Campbell has done such a good job of, like, making us all feel like we're in this together. And it's hard. Like, quarterbacks naturally are hyper-competitive guys. We're at top of the food chain, like, trying to apex predator, trying to be the best. And but Coach Campbell's done a great job of that, and it takes all of us, though. Like, even when Jaden's coming in the room as a freshman, like, that's something that we stress early is, like, listen, like, this is a tight-knit group. This is not like other QB rooms. And Jaden has, done a great job of meshing into that. And even like Jack, when Jack came in, he was been in a couple different QB rooms. And one of the first things he said was like, wow, this room is different. And so obviously it's a little easier when you got one guy who's really the leader, and JJ, and did a great job. And he's such an incredible kid to make that. And then we're all just kind of behind him. But we've stressed it even more now that it's a true competition of, like, yeah, we're all here for each other, and, like, we all want to see each other succeed, and hopefully one day we're all lining up against each other on Sundays. So it's a pretty special thing.
Absolutely. Pretty special thing to see you doing your thing, Davis. So keep doing it.
I appreciate it.
Have fun out there today.
Thanks.
Looking forward to the season.
Sounds good. Appreciate
Thanks
you,
a lot.
man. Have a good one.